I let the night carry me gently. Didn't ask where it was going. Trusted the weight of the quiet and the way my chest kept slowing. There are thoughts that lose their edges when you stop trying to be right. They soften into something human under patient waiting light. I've been standing in my own way, trying not to feel too deep, but this calm doesn't pull me under. It just rocks me into sleep. Neon lines along the ceiling, drifting like unfinished dreams. Nothing here is asking questions, nothing tears itself at seams. I don't need a clear version of the person I should be. This moment isn't about becoming, it's just letting myself be. If this stillness moves on quietly, if it leaves without a sign, I won't chase the way it held me. I'll just know it once was mine. I let the night carry me gently through a space I didn't name. I didn't fix a single feeling, but I'm lighter all the same. And when the day returns with urgency, with its rhythm sharp and bright, I'll remember how it felt once to be carried by the night. I didn't have to hold myself together, nothing here was falling apart. I let the night move through my breathing like it knew the shape of my heart. I've spent so long staying alert, ready for whatever might come, but this moment doesn't test me, it just lets me become someone. The city hums in low intentions, no rush, no need to decide. Every sound feels gently distant, like it's standing by my side. I'm not fixing what I've been feeling, I'm not searching for relief. I'm just letting my thoughts sit quietly without asking them to leave. Neon light across my shoulders, soft enough to almost fade. I don't feel brave, I don't feel broken, I just feel honestly late. If this calm dissolves by morning, if it slips without a trace, I won't say it was a moment lost. It was rest, it was space. I didn't have to hold myself together, I didn't need to stay strong. I stayed long enough to remember I was whole all along.
And when the world returns its pressure with its pace and pointed sound, I'll come back to this slow, knowing that I don't need to be Nothing needed my attention tonight. Nothing asked me to stay sharp. I loosened the edges of my thinking and felt my breath fall into place. I've been listening for signals, for signs I should move or change. But this quiet doesn't point anywhere, it just stays wide and plain.
The city moves in low volume, like it's learned how to wait. Every sound feels unfinished.
In the most gentle way. I don't feel smaller in the stillness. I don't feel left behind. There's a comfort in not arriving, in letting time be kind. Neon light touches the corners of a room that knows my name. I'm not trying to feel inspired, I'm just not feeling strained. If this calm thins out by morning, if it leaves without a trace, I won't say it disappeared, it just gave me space. Nothing needed my attention tonight. Nothing asked me to decide. I stayed long enough to remember how it feels to be inside. And when the world resumes its asking with its urgency and sound, I'll know there's a place beneath it where nothing needs me now.
I just wanted to stay. Let the silence sit beside me, like a friend who won't ask why.
Living carrying small feelings pockets of my chest, not heavy, not broken, just a little unrest.
Neon lights through half-closed windows,
Breathing slow with every sound.
I'm not lost, I'm not searching,
I'm just letting myself be found. There's a softness in the waiting, in the way the city hums. Every step I didn't take still reminds me where I'm from.
I don't need another reason, I don't need to understand. Some nights are meant for feeling, not for holding in your hand. If this moment starts repeating, let it loop, let it stay. I don't want a perfect ending, I just want this to remain. Neon glow, don't fade too fast.
Oh, the shape of who I am.
I'm not asking for forever,
Just this breath, just this calm.
if tomorrow pulls me forward,
Let tonight stay in my skin. I'll come back to this still feeling whenever the noise comes in.
phone in my hand, screen too bright. 3 missed calls from earlier tonight. I press record and hesitate. Words line up, but they all wait.
Street below is breathing slow. Taxis hum, the city knows. I've said this speech 1,000 ways. None of them survived the day.
I talk to silence,
Not to you,
it listens better.
that's the truth.
This is a nonsense voicemail. Everything I couldn't say. If I let it ring forever, would it finally fade away? Unsent voicemail. No goodbye, no last demand. I don't need you to respond, I just need to understand. I rewind the tone again, delete the parts that sound like blame.
Funny how the softer lines
Always hurt me all the same.
I hear your laugh inside my head. Pause it, then I hit delete. Some conversation This is an unsent voicemail. Everything I couldn't say. If I let it ring forever, would it finally fade away?
Unsent voicemail.
No goodbye, no last demand. I don't need you to respond. I just need to understand.
If I press send, I lose control.
If I don't, I keep it whole. Something stay alive inside, only when they're never tried. Still an unsent voicemail, sitting heavy in the night. I don't need another answer. I'm okay with being quiet. Unsent voicemail. I let the screen go dark. Somewhere words are resting now, unheard but not so hard. Message saved. Never sent.
I didn't come here looking for answers. I didn't ask the night to explain. I just followed the sound of my breathing and let the silence say my name.
There are thoughts that don't need fixing. There are feelings that don't need words. Some hearts don't break, they soften when the world finally slows.
I've been moving in that direction, smiling just enough to stay strong. But in this quiet, something honest reminds me I still belong.
Neon colors on tired faces, windows glowing soft and thin. Everyone is carrying something, no one knows where to begin. I don't need a night to hold me, I just need a night to leave. There's a truth inside this moment that my mind won't let me see. If this feeling comes back slowly, let it come the way it wants. I don't need to name the reason, I just feel it, and it's enough.
I found you in the quiet breathing, between the beat and fading sound. Not a place, not even a person, just a calm I finally found. And if morning breaks us open, if the noise comes rushing in, I remember how this felt once and return here from within. myself drift without a reason. Didn't anchor what I felt. Some nights don't want a story, they just want to be held. I've been naming every feeling like it needed to be clear, but this quiet doesn't answer, it just stays.
It just is here.
Nothing here is reaching for me. Nothing's asking me to fall. If this calm dissolves by morning, if it leaves without goodbye, I won't chase the way it touched me. I'll just know it passed me by.
I didn't try to make sense of it. I let the feeling stay unclear. Some things lose their truth the moment you pull them too near. I've been explaining myself to silence, like a need in my voice, but tonight doesn't ask for answers. It just gives me a choice. The city breathes in slow motions, lights blink and rest their eyes. Every sound feels unfinished in a way that feels kind. I don't feel empty in this pause. I don't feel left behind. There's a calm in not deciding, in letting time unwind. stayed inside the quiet long enough to hear my breathing slow. And when the world returns with reasons, with its urge to define, I remember how it felt once to let meaning fall behind.
Asking the night for, stop needing it to explain. Some moments lose their beauty when you try to make them stay. I've been holding my thoughts like answers, like they had to mean something true. But this quiet doesn't argue, it just moves the way it moves.
The city slows into breathing, neon softens every edge, every sound feels half forgiven, like it's done being judged. I don't feel stronger in the stillness, I don't feel weak or small. There's a peace in not comparing, in not standing tall at all.
I let the silence pass through me without turning into thought. It didn't promise anything, but it gave me more than I saw.
If this calm slips out by sunrise, if it fades into the day, I won't say it left me empty, it showed me how to stay.
I stopped asking the night for proof, stopped trying to define. I stayed long enough to realize I don't need a sign.
And when the world returns with questions, with its hunger to be right, I'll remember how it felt once to trust the quiet night.
I let the moment be enough, didn't try to stretch it wide. I didn't ask it for a meaning, I just stayed here by its side.
There's a tired kind of honesty in how the night moves slow, like it's not trying to impress me, like it already knows.
I've been feeling empty seconds with plans I never keep, but this quiet doesn't want from me.
its weight, with its speed and sharpened view. I'll remember how it felt once to be still and be true.
I didn't need to arrive anywhere. The night was already enough. I stopped asking what comes after and felt the present turn soft. I've been walking with a destination, even when I didn't know its name. But this moment doesn't move forward, it just stays the same.
The city rests between heartbeats, lights flicker then grow calm. Every sound feels less important, like it knows where I'm from. I'm not late, I'm not early, I'm not missing anything. There's a peace in standing still while the hours loosen their grip.
Neon glow across the quiet room, breathing in and out with me. I don't feel the need to explain myself, I don't need clarity.
If this stillness fades by sunrise, if it slips without goodbye, I won't say I lost the feeling. It lived with me for a while.
I didn't need to arrive anywhere.
I didn't need a sign.
I stayed inside the slow unfolding and left the rush behind.
And when the world returns to motion, with its noise and restless sound, I'll remember how it felt once to be here, not heading out.
Stay a little longer, didn't rush it out with words. It felt honest sitting near me, like it knew me more than most. I've been learning how to listen, not to answers, not to fear, but to the space between the moments where I finally feel clear. There are nights that don't feel lonely, they just ask you to slow down. Every breath becomes a signal, every thought softens its sound.
I used to chase the sense of meaning, like it owed me something back. But this calm doesn't ask for proof, it just holds me where I'm at.
Neon shadows on the ceiling, moving gently as I breathe. Nothing here is trying to stay, nothing here is trying to leave. If this feeling fades by morning, I won't try to make it mine. Something's touched you just to show you you're still alive inside. I let the silence stay a little longer.
Let it pass me like a friend.
I don't need to carry it forward,
just to know I felt it then. And when the world it turns its noise, and the hours pull me through,
I'll remember how it felt once
to feel nothing and feel true. Just let it pass through mine. I stayed still inside the moment, and somehow that felt brave.
When the world begins its talking, when the noise returns again, I'll remember this slow breathing and come back here now and then. didn't ask me anything. It didn't try to make me choose. It just opened up a little space and me breathe the way I do. I've spent my days explaining myself, turning feelings into line. But some truths don't need a language, they just move between the time.
I watched the city through reflections in a glass I didn't touch. Every face was softly carrying more than words could ever say. I'm not broken, I'm not healing, I'm just resting in between. Like a song without a chorus, like a thought you never clean. There's a comfort in the waiting, in the way the hours pass. Nothing pulling, nothing pushing, nothing asking me to last. If this moment keeps repeating, let it come without a sound. I don't need to make it meaning, I just need it hanging around. The night didn't ask me anything. It didn't try to change my mind. It stayed quiet, stayed honest, like a place I left behind. And when morning finds me moving, when the world begins again, I remember how it felt here to exist without pretend.
Streets sleep, lights on low, keys are turning, engines slow. Coffee bitter, hands are cold. Another night I didn't choose.
Screens are glowing, clocks don't care. Minutes stretch like empty air. Names and numbers, lines of code. I keep the city breathing too.
They will know my face and name, but the wheels keep turning all the same. I'm on the graveyard shift tonight, holding hours in my hand, while the city dreams in silence. I'm the one who makes it stand. Graveyard shift, no applause, just a promise I won't break. When the sun comes back around, I'll be fading with the arms beside the sink. Radio's a distant friend, talking to nobody.
Messages that won't be read, decisions made instead of bed. I trade sleep for quiet pain, and nobody remembers me.
No one claps when dawn arrives, but I kept the pulse alive. I'm on the graveyard shift tonight, holding hours in my hands, while the city dreams in silence. I'm the one who makes it stand. Graveyard shift, no applause, just a promise I won't break. When the sun comes back around, I'll be fading with the age.
There's a strength you never show when the whole world's moving slow. Not heroic, not profound, just staying when there's no one around. Still on the graveyard shift somehow, counting breaths instead of days. If tomorrow runs on time, it's because I stay. Graveyard shift, let it pass. I'll clock out with the light. No one knows what held it up, but I made it through the night. Shift ends, city wakes. Shift ends.
I stay where nothing was missing, where the night didn't rush my skin. I didn't feel complete or empty, I just fell quietly in.
The hours pass without direction, like they trusted me enough not to chase them, not to hold them, just to move when it was soft. I've been measuring my moments by how much I get done, but here time feels uncounted, like it's already won. Neon traces on the sidewalk, fading gently as I breathe. Every step feels less important, every thought learns how to leave. There's a relief in not deciding, in letting feelings blur. Some nights don't want a purpose, they just want to occur. If this calm forgets my name soon, if it slips without goodbye, I won't call it back or question why it passed me by. I stay when nothing was missing, nothing asking to be fixed. I didn't need to add or take away, I just existed like this. And when the noise rebuilds tomorrow, when the pace pulls me along, I'll remember how it felt here to be enough without being
parts of me only exist when I stop trying to survive. I didn't solve anything here. I just learned how to hide less. And when the world calls my name again, with its questions and demands, I'll remember this quiet lesson, how it felt to unclench my hands.
Didn't need to be understood tonight. I didn't need the right words to say. I just let the hours move around me and watch the weight fall away.
There's a quiet that doesn't feel empty. It feels like something exhaled, like a part of me stopped performing and finally let itself fail.
I've been strong in all the wrong moments, holding shapes that weren't mine. But this calm doesn't ask forever, it just happens in time.
Neon light across my hands now, soft and warm, almost midnight violet, let it slide. Feel the rhythm open wide. No escape and no control, just the echo in the soul. Midnight violet, smooth and warm, sheltered in a quieter form. In this glow we gently move, let the night decide the groove. No words left, just light and sound, floating where we're never found. Every beat a quiet sign, we're dissolved